Dr. John Pyle, a colonel in the British Army before converting to the Patriot cause. Finding him wasn't easy, but eventually we got all of the information about him that we needed. When we first started this project, we weren't sure where to start. We logged on to Family Search. None of us had any ties to the Revolutionary War. But then Peyton remembered his grandma basically did genealogy for a living, so he emailed her asking for her account information. After a few days, she responded, and now they could start the search. They decided to stick with the Pyle family line because it would be easier to track down. And 9 generations back, they found their man, Dr. John Pyle. There was lots of information that he had under his name, and not all of it was true. They had to sort out the true facts from the false ones. After a few tedious class periods, they got the information that they needed. He was born on April 8, 1723, in Great Britain to Samuel Bushnell Pyle and Sarah Pringle Owen. His family belonged to the Quaker faith. He received his medical license in London and became a certified doctor. Over the years, he proved his loyalty to the king through his various medical actions. In June of 1744, he married lovely Sarah Baldwin. After the North American colony got settled, they decided that they would like to move to America. They went across the sea and got to North Carolina in 1767. During that time, the Revolution was going on and the king needed men. Because he was so loyal to the king, he volunteered into the army and got promoted to colonel in 1775, then rose to the rank of major. On February 25, 1781, he had the biggest defeat after countless victories. Dr. John Pyle was very important to the army and had over 250 cavalry by his side. Patriot leader Henry Lee deceived Pyle by making him think that he was the British officer sent to meet him. When they were camping, they got a surprise attack by the Patriots. The Loyalists were so frightened that they didn't even put up a fight and just ran. Every single one of them died except for one person. That man was Dr. John Pyle. He lost several fingers and his left eye in the fight and was wounded so badly that he couldn't even ride his horse home. So he did the only reasonable thing. He hid in a pond for several hours to avoid getting captured. He still ended up getting captured by local militia and bargained with his medical skills so they wouldn't kill him. So he started healing the Patriots. He eventually escaped and went back to his General Cornwallis. Because of this staggering defeat, he was demoted and was now basically Cornwallis's assistant, dealing with his books, plans, and other documents. Pyle was so mad at Cornwallis that he decided to hold a society party. That was basically a gathering of officers from both sides to negotiate deals. It was there that Dr. John Pyle actually met George Washington, moved by his cause that he decided he was on the wrong side of the war. Because of his previous war experience and his aiding for Cornwallis, he knew the British battle plans for the upcoming Battle of Yorktown. He gave up those plans to General Washington, and because of his input, the Patriots won that battle, and Cornwallis eventually surrendered. He was never colonel in the Patriot Army, but he did use his medical expertise and was a doctor for the Patriots. After the war, he went home to what is now Alamance County in North Carolina. He went and had not 1, not 2, but 12 children, and that is the story of Dr. John Pyle.